Hey, what up? It's your boy A1C Rod, man. Back at it again. Dropping some Air Force tips and tricks and Air Force knowledge on y'all young boys and girls. Letting y'all know what it's like to be in the Air Force, man. I appreciate y'all for clicking on this video. And without further ado, let's get straight into my job. So coming out of basic training, that's usually when you find out what job you're gonna get, or before basic training. I don't know, it's one of them though. But you'll find out what job you got, and it might say fuels. Now don't get it confused, don't get it misconstrued or nothing like that. Fuels and POL are two different things. Well, they can be two different things. So we got a fuels that's fuels maintenance. So they do maintenance on the trucks, they do maintenance on aircraft, fuel tanks, etc., etc. That's not what I do. I'm POL. What POL stands for is petroleum, oil, and lubrication. We're the people who actually control the fuel flow throughout the base, and we put fuel on airplanes. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what I am, and that's what I'm going to be talking about today. That is my job, POL. So I literally just touched upon this with the last thing I just said. But POL, basically what we do is we put fuel on airplanes so they can go put warheads on foreheads, you feel me? So that's basically what I do. It's important to the Air Force because without us, planes can't get off the ground. They can't go do what they got to do though. So we support fuel throughout the base. GOVs, even like the government cars, we put fuel on government cars, we put fuel on airplanes, we put fuel in generators, we put fuel everywhere that need fuel. You know what I mean? So that's our importance to the Air Force. Like, without us, it wouldn't be no Air Force. Simple. So if you got POL, that means you're going to Shepherd Air Force Base, or you might already be there. Shepherd Air Force Base is in Wichita Falls, Texas. I believe, yeah, Wichita Falls. That's the little city by the base. And Shepherd Air Force Base it's a little cool, low-key type base. Tech school is around 1 month to 2 months. It ain't that long, especially compared to the other jobs out here. They be in tech school for like 1 to 2 years and some more stuff. Like, nah, we get in there and we get out. You learn your job. Tech school is a little bit fast paced. You know what I mean? But it's not hard information. Like, the information is pretty simple to learn. You know, tech school is kind of strict, especially when it comes to your uniform and how you present yourself. We definitely in tech school marching and shit. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like basically basic military training, but in the classroom. You feel me? And when you get up in the morning, you're gonna have inspections every day. So definitely make sure your uniform is up to par and you ain't got no discrepancies on your shit, or they will chew you out, my boy. I ain't gonna cat to you. So the bases available in this career field are, I ain't gonna lie, you can pretty much go to every base in the Air Force, because every base in the Air Force damn near got aircraft, and every aircraft in the universe, every aircraft in the universe, they need fuel. So, you know what I'm saying? We can basically go anywhere, any type of overseas type bases. If that's what you want to do, you want to use the Air Force to travel, POL is definitely a good job for that. Stateside bases everywhere. And I'm stationed in Germany. You know what I mean? I'm stationed in Germany, and so I'm fueling airplanes out here in Germany. And honestly, it's a great assignment. Especially it's a lot of work, because this is a big hub for the United States Air Force. It's a lot of work, but at the same time, like, given the opportunities that I have to travel and to live life, and we even get a pay increase for being out here. It's called COLA. It's honestly a great assignment. You know what I mean? It's a great assignment. I meet a lot of great people. I've traveled to about like 10 countries. You know what I mean? I'm only 21 years old, so hey, POL is a great opportunity to go travel the world. Having this job, all the bases we can go to, is really insane. So Ramstein, you definitely get to see a lot of cool shit. You get to see, occasionally you might see some fighters. Then mostly of what we fuel is like C-17s and C-130s, which are heavy aircraft. But every now and again, we might have the president come through, a couple POTUS planes. We have some cool shit. Like I fuel Biden's plane before, well, Air Force One. I fuel KC-130s. I fuel jets, helicopters. Shit, I once fueled this one plane that basically goes out to places like Afghanistan, and if we have like someone that was injured in combat, they pick them up and they bring them over to Ramstein. I fueled a couple of those planes before, and yeah, man, I got to see a lot of cool shit, a lot of cool aircraft, and I got to fuel them. So it's definitely a big accomplishment for me. You know what I mean? And given that we work on a flight line and it's a real world mission, when it comes to promotions and promotion statements and shit, most of the time POL gets them because we're actually fueling things that are going to help people. You know what I mean? Like everybody in the Air Force got an important job, but we're actually somewhat in the thick of it. So we get to fuel a lot of shit, and we look good, man. POL look good. We be doing our thing, you know what I mean? So we drive these big ass trucks. We drive trucks around the fight line. We go fuel, or we might have a pantograph. Pantograph is a long stainless steel pipe that hooks up to the ground, and it goes to the aircraft. And we got pipes in the ground that basically brings up the fuel through the steel pipe into the aircraft. So we just stand out there and we hold it dead, man. Sometimes I might be in the C-300, which is a smaller truck, and it's usually filled with more gas, which is like regular gas you might get at a gas station. Then we got diesel gas too. So we go out there, we might have to fill a generator on base, or sometimes we go off of base and we drive off of base to go fill some generators. You know what I mean? We just do that, and that's basically the job right there. My responsibilities are basically to make sure fuel gets on the aircraft and that the aircraft can take off with no holes. We get out there in a timely fashion. We fuel the aircraft and let them go about their way. You know what I mean? The downsides of POL is that every day you get off the job, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna be smelling like straight fuel. You're gonna be stinky, buddy. And that's the only thing. Like, the fuel smell is definitely a really potent and bad smell to me. I don't like the way fuel smells, but it's very easy to get out your clothes. I usually just wash my uniform and it's okay, but if you got a lot of fuel on you, you might have to soak it in some Coke. Coke usually, not Coke, but Coke, the drink, you know what I mean? So you put your uniform and you soak it in Coke, and it gets the fuel smell up out of there. Then lastly, my final point is that POL is a family. Like, I've met some pretty cool people in POL. Everybody's pretty much a vibe, to tell you the truth. Like, that's the main thing about POL is we really know how to party, and we really know how to take care of each other. It's kind of like a brotherhood, so you ain't gotta never worry about being alone when it comes to this job. There's somebody for everybody, you feel what I'm saying? So POL is definitely a brotherhood, and we get it in when we can. Overall, like from a basic standpoint, that's all I do. I put fuel on airplanes and substations. I might test fuel, I might work the hydrant system, whatever, but the main point of my job is to put fuel on airplanes, and like I said, it's a pretty easy job. You ain't gonna really have too many complications, and the complications you do have are very easy to figure out and to fix and to find a solution for. So I appreciate y'all for staying to the end of the video. Fuck with y'all, make sure you drop a like, subscribe. I got some more videos on the way. And if you have any more questions about the job, if you did get POL, just drop them down in the comment section below. I promise you I'm gonna respond. I got you. And without further ado, who the hell?